My Planet Coaster friends, Johnny5 Alive here, and welcome back to another Coaster Spotlight Contest Edition. And today's video, we're going to be looking at two launched multi-looping coasters, so stay tuned and let's check them out. All right, welcome back, everyone. Let's get right into things. We're going to be looking at Duel of the Fates, Jedi vs. Sith, dueling coaster created by DatBoi, which is very funny because this was the last, Duel of the Fates was the last submission of the new beginner bracket, and I was very impressed by that one. So a lot to live up to with this one, unfortunately. And here they say, welcome to Ilum, a planet where the cyber crystals can be found here. You'll find both the Jedi and the Sith temples. Well, not exactly, you see. The Sith have beat the Jedi here and destroyed their thousands-year-old temple, captured and killed the Jedi guards. Sith, you could stop the evil Jedi from finding more cyber crystals and taking us down. Jedi, can you find a cyber crystal to power your lightsaber and help take down the evil Sith, which destroyed our temple? Also, yes, my Discord name is Dead Meme, but I've grown to like it. Also, sorry that description was long. No worries. Ride time preferences, track view, 1 p.m. for both, please. Okay, let's get into it. Duel of the Fates. Jedi and Sith. Well, definitely going to start with the Jedi. So we did see Duel of the Fates, and from my understanding, that is a particular battle, isn't it? Duel of the Fates. It was between the two Jedi, Obi-Wan, the Qui-Gon Jinn, and Darth Maul. And we saw that in the end of the new builder bracket. This just looks to be generalized as Jedi versus Sith. Now, I played SWTOR, and it was like Ilum was a PvP planet in destruction, so I guess the story does make sense that the Sith have taken over and the Jedi Temple is in ruins, so I guess that makes sense. It would be nice to see a little bit more of a Jedi Order temple. Based on your story, though, I get it. So here's the coaster, and here's a look at all the stats, and they have requested that we do track view for a change. Interesting. Let's go. So definitely an interesting choice requesting track view, especially because track view is what you're going to see the smoothest experience of the coaster, but you're also going to see the worst experience of the dueling elements. Now, for me, the coaster was a little bit sporadic at times, but overall generally really fun. I can see that there are a lot of dueling elements between these coasters. However, we did not get to appreciate it as much from the track view. So with that saying, I think we should do the Sith coaster during a different perspective, and I think chase is going to work a little bit better. So let's try out the chase view. Oh, the coaster layout's really fun. I do think it was a little bit snappy at times. It's a little harder to tell in that chase view, but that's the best description I can come up with, is a little bit snappy. But I think nonetheless, it was really fun, and it was pretty darn smooth. There's a little bit left to be desired between the whole Star Wars theming, if that makes sense. Other than this one dark temple, if we were to have removed that, what's here telling us that this is Star Wars? Right? It does feel a little bit like an Alpine coaster, if anything. So for me, I do feel like there could be a little bit more separating the two. And as we did see from the Duel of the Fates in the New Builder bracket, having that Jedi interaction on the coaster is also possible. So when the coasters are coming back at each other, you can have those little effects, those little shock effects, where the two lightsabers are colliding, boom, 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 and there's sound effects that do that in the game as well. I thought that was a really unique thing that creator came up with. What was their name? 2CC2, and I would have never thought of that, but we could have had like a lightsaber, boom, boom, little interaction there. So I don't blame you for not thinking of that. Boom, boom, another one there. Because I thought it was really innovative and creative and unique, and I'm only suggesting that now that I've seen it from another creator. So it is a little bit of a, you know, a new thing that I think anyone doing lightsaber stuff, Star Wars things, should really think about adding those special effects in, as well as those sound effects, and I think that really elevates it and takes it to the next level. Personally, I would like to see a lot more lighting. We didn't even really get to see a nighttime perspective. I think it changed to nighttime at one point, but yeah, it's just blue and red on one side and a lot of white. It would have been cool to have a little bit more of a heavy Sith theme on one area and a little bit more of a Jedi Order on the other, but that's quite okay. Now, speaking of Star Wars, I did mention that Ilum, the planet Ilum, was a PvP planet in the SWTOR game. I'm curious, leave your comments down below. Did anybody play SWTOR? Not KOTOR, but SWTOR, the MMO. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic? Yeah, I think that's what it was called. Star Wars, the Knights of the... SWTOR. Yeah, it's a little online version. I still, to this day, think it was one of the best MMOs ever made. I thought, like, the whole storytelling, the dialogue options, being able to do dialogue options as a group and roll on the results was so much fun. I certainly just loved that game, and I've revisited it so many times in the past where I had to go back and play it again just for like nostalgia reasons, and also to check out what they've done with the updates. It unfortunately kind of fell apart at the seams when it didn't do as well as World of Warcraft. It was crushed by their competitors, but I think the base game, when it first came out, I remember getting to max level twice. I just couldn't help but have to play both sides and see the differences between it, and they really built a whole world for each side, the dark side and the light side, and you could be on the Republic but then also be a dark Jedi. You could be a gray Jedi, you could be down the middle, and just talking about it makes me want to go back and revisit it. It was such a fun experience. I truly love that game. It was just really well done, and I feel bad that it didn't quite have the success as the other MMOs, and I do think like a SWTOR or a KOTOR turned into an MMO nowadays with the development behind it, such as, like, you know, Square Enix or Blizzard or anyone that's out there still making successful MMOs. I just want another Star Wars MMO, because me personally, I do enjoy the Star Wars movies, but I much prefer playing the Star Wars games. I like to live in the universe, not watch the universe. It's one of those things that I think it makes for a really good game experience, and there are a ton of fun Star Wars games that I've enjoyed. So anyways, enough ranting out of me. I just wanted to know if anyone played SWTOR. I'm getting nostalgic vibes having this episode, and I wanted to do a little rant to end things off. But fun creation here today by DatBoi. What did you guys think of it? Leave your comments down below, and that's going to do it for me in this episode. I'll see you all in the next contest submission. Bye now.